Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee. It's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment. Your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show. And just this very day that I am filming the Material Matters, I'm finding out that one of those banks that have been in trouble, First Republic Bank, is just about to go into receivership, I think. So by the FDIC, I think it is. Oh my goodness, so the banks are still having big problems. Costs are still a bit up. Nobody can argue that. Businesses are going out of business. Just went to big sales at well, they weren't that big yet, at Bed Bath & Beyond. That's going out of business. A number of companies are offering people buyouts like GM. So it's still a very, very shaky period for us all economically. And of course, we know Mercury's still retrograde. Woohoo! Hope everybody is weathering all of this as best they can. I'm going to be doing a card from the Sacred Creators Oracle for the Collective by Chris Ann, the creator of the Sacred Creators Oracle. And let's see what it has for us today. Oh, now there's something new for us. I think it kind of sounds like the Judgment card to me. What's your honest truth? Number 20. We hold on to many layers of truth. Truths we learned from our parents, the ones we've learned during lived experiences, and the ones that our ego holds on to in order to lovingly protect us from the world. You've outgrown a layer, and it's time to do some shedding in order to curate the best framework for your future. At the base of all your learned truths lies a different sort of true, an underlying true essence. And this core foundation is refusing to be quieted or ignored any longer. You will hear it clearly now, as an old truth has become too small for your expanded life. Perhaps a soul purpose, a sacred contract, or a destiny is unveiling your truest true or your honest truth. Perhaps it is reminding you now that you are here for a reason. When you strip it all down to the soul, what work are you being called to do? And why are you here at this time? Very much sounds like Judgment, like you're going through a transformation, a regeneration, pulling your true self forward. What is your honest truth, and do you show it to others? Do you believe soul purposes can change and evolve over time? What were you doing the last time you felt insecure or inauthentic? And what did you do or think to create that situation? How do you feel when you are most authentically you? Is there a negative belief about yourself or about your abilities that is holding you back? A story about circumstance? How can you tap into the infinite nature of your soul and shift your thinking on this? You know, I've always spoke about the importance of showing your authentic self. And it's really crucial, when you're selling and, involved in creating something. Is it you? Does it reflect who you are? People can see through, facades. So really, this is a time to shine your authentic and show people and reveal your authentic self, your authentic truth in all that you do. And that's what I have for the collective today. All right. I do like that card. Well, hey, so what's going on astrology-wise, I wonder? Mercury, we know. Still retrograde, that's a given, till May 15th, as a reminder to everyone. This reading, however, is good from April 30th through May 6th. The moon will be transiting from Virgo on Sunday the 30th to Scorpio Sagittarius on May 6th. Pluto is going retrograde on May 1st. The full moon lunar eclipse will be in the sign of Scorpio on May 5th. Blessed Beltane to all who celebrate. That will be on May 1st, May Day. Blessings to all who celebrate. And Cinco de Mayo is on May 5th. Of course, Cinco is 5. Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May. All right, that's what I have for everybody for the week ahead. Bye-bye. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with our air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Come on, air signs. Let's have a stellar week this week. No, thank you. What was that? No, thank you? Listen, Scorpio. Lay off my frenzy air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Gemini is my rising sign, after all. All right. Oh my gosh. Well, your focus for the week ahead, air signs, is Judgment reversed. Speaking of judgment, I thought that card we had reflected judgment here. So are you not showing the authentic you right now, air signs? It seems to me you're missing a wake-up call of some sort, You might have missed the trumpet blare of judgment and not realize it's time to shift and transform your thinking. Time to encourage a new you. Shake off that skin, shed that old skin, revitalize yourself. It seems like you're blocking at that. So the focus to begin this week is how to resolve that. What do you need to do here that, could inspire you to be different, to think differently, to do things differently? How best can you prepare for that focus? Boy, does this make sense. It's another major arcana. It's the Empress card. The Empress card is upright. And so, the best way you can prepare for that focus is to be creative. Think outside the box, the box you have put yourself in. You have to really come to terms with the fact that something needs to shift and change. And if you put your mind to it, your creativity to it, call on your muses, you might be able to make the changes that you need. That's the best way to prepare. Don't give up. Oh no. Well, what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, there's some problems here. It's the Five of Pentacles upright. I think people this week are going to be feeling, make sure you include them in things, especially if you're a boss or a manager and you're just going to decide to reorganize the whole organization without consulting with anyone. How about bringing everybody into the process, whatever it is? You're streamlining procedures, you're taking on a task, whatever. Don't leave them out. And especially if you're getting credit for something, don't leave them out. Don't make them feel like they're left out in the cold. They could respond very badly. They may move on. If they feel like things are not transforming in the right direction or that they even have a say in the matter. And ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for the air signs this week? Well, I'm sorry to tell you, air signs, you've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. It seems like you are moving in reverse this week, or There are delays, some disappointments, perhaps some disappointing financial news. Some financial returns come in and they are not good. Maybe profits are down. All the more reason you need to reconsider, what you are doing and how you can, how you can refresh your business or your projects or your goals to inspire growth. Let's take a look at this again, air signs. It looks as though with judgment reversed here, you've got some work to do to refresh what you're doing, to rethink what you're doing, to do things differently now. Out with the old and in with the new. It's time to, and don't be too hard on yourself. I want to add that too, because judgment can also be about criticism, maybe self-criticism. So be aware that, you need to do what you need to do. Don't play the blame game on anyone or anything. Just change. And the best way to do that is by invoking your muses, really thinking outside the box, coming up with creative new ideas and new approaches to things. I think what the saving grace so far this week is that, you may have some brainstorms, you may have some good ideas, but if you don't get people to buy into it or include them in on it, there could be problems. There could be problems, and you may end up by week's end feeling like they do, that you are lacking something, progress is delayed, profits are delayed or not coming in. So fix what's wrong, air signs. That's the best I can tell you for the week ahead. Good luck with that. Oh boy, fire signs. Let's see what's going on in your neck of the woods. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Well, maybe it's still Mercury retrograde woes for everybody, and now we've got Pluto going retrograde. Well, you start with a major arcana too. Your focus for the week ahead, the Hierophant. The Hierophant's upright. It's as if you might be called upon to teach, to lead others. It's possible, your knowledge or your skills are needed in training. It's also possible, too, that you could be seeking out training this week, fire signs, and looking towards a mentor or somebody to guide you, somebody with wisdom, whether it's in the area of finance or, business. That might be what you're doing this week. How best can you prepare for that focus? Well, it's the Page of Cups reversed. The Page of Cups reversed to me indicates that, don't lose your focus this week. If it's on learning or if it's about teaching others, remain focused. This is no time to daydream. This is no time to have your head in the clouds. Your head needs to be present here, now, so that you can learn or pass on your knowledge to others. Wow, what about people this week? Would there be cooperation or conflict? It's death. It's death upright. Well, I don't know. There could be some major changes going on with staffing. Like I've said, a lot of companies are reorganizing and eliminating employees. Some are putting in new hires and younger people that lack maybe the experience of the older ones. So change is afoot with the people around you. It's possible people you've worked with for some time might be departing, whether they're your financial advisors or, your peers or coworkers if you're in the rank and file. And you've got 3 major arcana here. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you? Well, I guess this is better than the air signs in that at least I don't think you're going to be losing too much ground despite some of the chaos here. The hangman is upright, and so I feel like it's a stationary time. I think you'll come out balanced, that no major gains, no major losses. This is a time to really focus on, the bigger picture of where things are headed, maybe long range planning, looking at things from a broader perspective. So an interesting kind of intellectual week in some ways for you, fire signs. Starting with a Hierophant there, you are either teaching or you are learning. Kind of one or the other, maybe both. We learn from people too. Like, for example, if you're training people, you can learn a lot from that. What are the shortcomings in the department? Where is knowledge lacking the most and what needs more emphasis? So, depending on what you're doing here, one way or another, you're going to be a part of this learning process. And you may be called upon to lead the charge in that regard, or you yourself may be seeking out a mentor or teacher. And so stay focused. Remain focused on either your learning or your teaching. This is no time to lollygag. This is no time to daydream or get lost. This is a time to truly keep with what you're doing. Major changes are afoot. There's fluctuation, perhaps a little bit of chaos. Now, death is upright here. So I really feel in some ways, some of these changes aren't necessarily going to be arbitrary ones necessarily. I think they might be necessary. Some of them may be necessary. And so, there's going to be people leaving, maybe new people coming in, maybe new procedures being instituted by, this teaching and learning process. Change is good often, we just don't appreciate change enough. And ultimately, by week's end, it's going to have you in a state of suspension, so to speak, but it's not a bad place to be. It's a place where you can really start processing everything and, do some long-term planning or strategizing, looking at the broader, bigger picture of things, not focusing on the minutiae, but really the bigger, broader picture and, looking at all angles of things as well. Wow, a heady week for you fire signs. Good luck with that. Okay, Mr. O, it's your turn. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This reading's for you for the week ahead. All right. More. Let's see what's going to wash in for you. Excuse me, Bly? Oh, it's tea tonight. Mr. O's tea service. Oh, and it's lemony. All right, water. Oh, for crying. You're going to do a little bit of crying. It's the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is upright. Your focus for the week ahead. Wow. Did the competition get an edge on you last week? Did you feel like you were stabbed in the back by a workplace you worked at, let go without, any idea that they were thinking of letting you go? Feels like a real betrayal here. Are you having some, I was going to say flame wars, but just wars with coworkers and some office place drama? This is not good, to start the week this way. But I feel like maybe, since it's coming right then and there, it may have already happened to you. And so you're dealing with the fallout now. You're picking yourself up again. You're getting ready to move on towards the light now. So I think the worst of it may have already happened, but, you're still probably dealing with some of the fallout from whatever happened here. Did some major stocks tank, Like, for example, let's look at Fox News this last week. Fox News's stocks really tanked after they got rid of Tucker Carlson. So, perhaps, and this bank going under, there could be some real issues for some of us. So, how best could you prepare for this focus? Hey, whatever happened, try to remain calm. Be calm. Try not to let your emotions get out of balance. Balance is necessary here so that you can make the appropriate decisions you need to make. You can move forward in a more positive direction. Do not stoop to the level of whatever it is that happened to you. Rise above it. Rise up and rise above it and remain calm. Everything will be all right, if you carry the proper attitude going forward. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Have the Ace of Swords here. Well, it could be a double-edged sword in a way. It's funny because when I think about it being here and seeing that stab in the back over there, does somebody feel they really one-upped you here, and they've achieved some kind of victory over you? That's one scenario I actually could envision here, but I'd like to think here that maybe what this is saying is that people have some great ideas for you on how to move forward from all of this, Maybe it's even friends if you're out of a job or, peers that you have left behind. Somebody will give you tips or something that will put you in a more positive frame of mind and move in a better direction. Maybe some of your financial advisors will help you work things out. Perhaps if something's involving any legal matters related to whatever happened to you here, lawyers or attorneys or some legal help may be in order and they may be able to help you. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you water signs? You've got strength upright. I do like that. I think there will be forward movement. It may not be like really major forward movement. I almost feel there's a subtlety about this, that it's going to be maybe small steps, small positive steps forward that, you can build on as this develops. I just think it's going to be a work in progress. I think things will start looking up. You're going to feel your strength and your confidence returning by week's end. So holy moly, water signs, 10 of Swords. What can I say? There's been some kind of betrayal, some kind of backstabbing, some kind of negative thing that's happened. Competition that's outsmarted you. Somebody dropping the ball on something major that's put you in a very bad position. The best way you can prepare for that focus is remain calm, remain cool, remain collected. It's the only way you're going to be able to think your way out of this. And also maybe with a little help from your friends in the business, financial, or in your personal world who will give you some solid advice or who could potentially come up with some great ideas for you, but count on them to be there when you need them. I do think that's what this is about, just seeing the progression of where this is going. And ultimately, by week's end, I think you regain your footing again. You're ready to move forward more positively, taking it one day, one step at a time. And that's what I have for you, water signs. Sheesh. Good luck with that. At least it ends on a pretty positive note there for you. Hope you didn't run out of the room where signs. I know the feeling. You see some readings here that are rather challenging and you're thinking, do I want to stay for this? Why, yes, you do. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Let's stomp on the competition this week, shall we? Without shedding blood, of course. Oh, goodness. I'll have to do that again. All right. There we go. Okay, Earth signs, well, you're raring to go. Your focus for the week ahead is the Four of Swords reversed. Ooh, my table's shaking here. You'll have to excuse me a little, guys. Your focus for the week ahead is about getting up and going, getting raring to go. You know, it's almost as if you feel re-energized, revitalized. Hey, I don't know where you ended up last week, but the bottom line is this week you're raring to go. You're off to a good start. You have a lot of energy and drive to accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish in this week ahead. And also, you know, this could indicate a recovery of some sort, a financial recovery. Maybe some of you have gotten re-employed after being laid off. So that's very positive. How best can you prepare for this focus? Well, you know, it's the Hermit, which is funny because this is saying, hey, you're on the move. The Hermit's saying, hey, wait, maybe you want to go back in that cave. No, the best way to prepare for that focus, I think, is to take knowledge and wisdom and apply it to, you know, the moves that you're going to make in this week ahead. If you need to really take some time for some brainstorming sessions or whatever, do so. Maybe make that a part of the moves that you make this week and really, you know, sit back and reassess where you have to go. Some of this maybe you have to do on your own. You know, maybe this is a little bit of your own soul searching. For those of you who are looking for careers, you know, and students who may be looking for their first jobs after the end of the semester, it may be time for you to, you know, consider you know, taking a step back and really looking at your possibilities. Well, will there be cooperation or conflict by others this week? It's the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is upright. I kind of feel with the Queen, I'm trying to hold the table here. The Queen of Pentacles here is indicating that others could be a very big help for you financially this week. They may, in fact, be offering you financial support or, you know, the actual physical support you need to get jobs done. You know, they will help you with whatever it is you're working on. Definitely looks as though some financial backing may be coming your way for those who are looking for it. And ultimately, wow, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you? Hey, it's the devil. It's the devil reversed. So I think the devil reversed is saying, oh boy, you know, remember how you were ready to move in the beginning here? You're on the move at the end too, you know. You're breaking free from anything that has been limiting your progress. So it looks like whatever others might be able to do to bolster you, whether it's financially or with your workload, you know, or your progress, they're going to help you break out, you know. I think this is a real breakout moment for you by the end of this week. So let's recap this and see what we have for you, Earth signs. I would say, I want to congratulate you right now. You win the week. This is very, very positive. So, you know, it looks as though you've got a lot of energy, a lot of drive, a lot of motivation to just get things moving again. You're ready. You're raring to go. You're ready to start this week off on the right track. Perhaps you're taking some knowledge and wisdom that you have acquired, or you're seeking out a little bit more to help you determine where you're gonna focus your attention next. And rest assured, for those of you who might be starting business ventures, making real estate deals, etc., you know, it looks like there's financial backing for what you want to do. Perhaps even for, you know, your efforts and moving things forward, you might even get a raise in pay. The Queen of Pentacles is looking is here to tell you things are looking up, and there are people out there who want to support your efforts. And so ultimately, by week's end, it just seems like you're going through a real breakthrough moment, where you're casting off all the things, all the barriers that may have been in your way, that holding you in place. Gone. Wow. Hey, earth signs. Good luck with that. That's what I have for everybody this week. I want to remind everybody to watch my talented producers' shows. Mr. O's Goth Tarot. Goth Tarot is first, and that's every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can get in touch with your shadow. Say hi to your shadow for me. And also, on Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when you can find out what's making your heart go pitter-patter. It's his emotional exchanges. Join him for that reading. And on Saturdays, join us so we can put a smile on your face at our happy hour show at 10 a.m. It's not. I just realized there will not be a happy hour on May 6th next week at 10 a.m. because we'll be doing an in-person event at the bakery. We may reschedule it for later in the day, so stay tuned, or not, so stay tuned for updates on that. And
what about the live stream on May 4th?
Oh no, and even more bad news. We have to cancel our May 4th Thursday live stream because of Mr. O.
That's right.
Mr. O is doing something very, very important.
I would have got away with it too if it weren't for that Banshee.
Mr. O is doing something very important. He is for his interfaith work. I'm just going to say it. I'm very proud of him. And so finally, we will have a live show Sunday, May 7th. So join us for that one. And sorry I boo-booed that, but don't fear. We will do our Thursday show on Friday. Sunday, we will have our live show. And I'm going really slow. You're going to have to cut a lot of bloopers out. I guess I blew it by not starting with our Monday show to begin with. Your Weird Week at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, did I do it wrong again?
No, you did it right.
I knew it. Okay. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday. We put that out there. I guess I gotta quit while the getting is good, and just consider this update, this show update, as my Mercury retrograde update. He's cutting the lights on me, so
we didn't pay the electric bill.
So take care, everybody. We will see you soon.